Okay, y'all. Good morning. Happy Friday. Yay, it's Friday. I don't even know how to go in here no more. Oh, gotta go down here. I'm getting ready to go to Home Depot. Because I'm actually gonna fix some of my candles. I got candles in the freezer that's been in the freezer for 6 months. So today I'm gonna show y'all how to fix those candles that's broke. So some of the items is here at Home Depot. So let's go in here and see if we can find them. Also, y'all, don't forget to subscribe, click the thumbs up, leave me some comments in the bottom. Don't forget to follow your girl on Instagram. Yeah, let's try to find this glue. I forgot which aisle it's supposed to be in. I forgot the aisle, y'all, but I couldn't find it because, of course, I'm in the wrong aisle because I don't come to the store that often. So this nice gentleman helped me find it. And if, like I said, this is one of the glues you will need when you fixing your candles. So that's what it looked like. That's the price. So let me give y'all a closer look at it. There you go. It's a high temperature glue. As you see, it goes all the way up to 650 Fahrenheit. So you don't have to worry about your candles coming up once you stick them back down. Because you got to remember, you don't want your wicks to float. Because if your wicks float, it could cause the jar to crack or break and it could start a fire. So that's the reason why they say this is the best glue to use. You can use a high temperature hot wax, the hot glue gun. You can use a high temperature wax for that, but it don't hold like that glue does. Okay, the first thing, when your candles is broke, the first thing you must do is put them in the freezer. So once they get super cold and they kind of come away from the jar, they're very, very easy to take out of the jar. I probably should say this once I get started.
Now we have to clean these empty jars. I took the extra wax out of these jars. No, most of the time when you use your candle all the way up, you have that little bit left and you have to get that little bit of wax out. I do have another video on that because I already did a video on that a long time ago. So I will link it at the top so you could click on it and it'll show you how to get that wax out of the jars. And then how to take those the wick tabs. That video will show you how to get the wick tabs out, as well as the extra wax. But this video is on, how to clean your jars, how to get the label off the back, how to get this label off, things of that nature. But what I want to do is on the candles that's broke, they're in the freezer right now, you guys. But on the candles that's broke, I still want to use this bottom label on the new jars. So I will show y'all how to do that as well. This is an old candle. This is actually flannel, and that's actually a sticker. But you don't have to take this off. If you like the wrap, you don't have to take this off. You could just put your new candle on the inside, and that's that. So let me get to how to clean these candle jars. Okay, y'all. The first thing you do is, like I said, we got to get that extra wax out of there. So you could do it two ways. You could just put it on a hot plate and that wax will melt. Or you could add some hot water inside of the container. And once that sits in there for a while, the wax will start melting. As you see. Yeah, the wax will start melting. This one will take a while. Okay, that's all done. You just really want the wax to melt. So you could just keep reusing the water over and over. Just keep on pouring it into different jars. If you feel like you haven't, like that one I felt like wasn't real clean. So I'm just gonna just do it again. And I'm just gonna wipe it out. So I'm just gonna pour it back in there. Then I'm just gonna wipe it out again. I didn't realize this one had that much wax in it. So there we go. It's somewhat clean. And now after this, I would just have to wash it with a little bit of soap. And then it'll be super clean. Now see, once the bottom gets really, really hot, you could just start peeling it off. The label should come off, but it's not hot enough. It has to be really, really hot to melt that glue. This is another way that you could get your label off. We're trying to get the label off the bottom. This is another way. Make sure you turn the steam part of your iron off, because what we're trying to do is melt the glue that's holding the label. This is an old trick we used to do back in the day with eyeshadow, with MAC eyeshadows. You know, so this is just the old trick we used to do. You want to just keep moving it. I mean, you don't have to move it, but this is just what I'm doing. Woo, hot. Remember, this is hot. Super, super hot. But it does work, as you see. Yes, that's how you get the label off. Label, put it on your iron. There is a number of ways to get the label off of your jars. This is just the way that I'm doing it, because remember, like I said, I want to use those labels on the other jar. Remember, this is hot, so be careful. This is hot. So you just kind of want to get it started. You probably could use a little knife or something. If you see it's not coming off easy, just put it back on there. But it should peel off somewhat pretty easy, as you see. And like I said, if you're going to reuse your label, make sure you try to get it off in one piece, not like I'm doing. I'm kind of ripping it up a little bit. But this label doesn't matter, because I don't want this label. The one that matters is the other one. So yeah, the other label is the one that I want. I mean, I could put it back on there, but I'm not going to chance that. So when it does this, you could just wash that little bit off. It's not a big deal. Or scrape it off. That's not a big deal. So that little bit can be washed off. The whole thing is that we got now a clear jar. That's what we want. A clean removal. Perfect. That one came off perfect. These other ones is giving me a headache. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now we really need to get this off, but I'm not gonna worry about this part because I know this will melt. So also, I forgot to mention, you could just put the hot water inside of these jars and then let it totally cool down and then scoop the solid wax out. That could be another way of doing it. But when you're just trying to hurry up and get done, this is just the fastest way to do it. You have to cut the tip. Make sure you cut a small hole because this stuff probably could be a little messy. So make sure you cut a small hole just to keep control of how much glue you're putting on your candles. Down. I'm just gonna put this glue on these little dots. That's all I'm gonna do. Probably gotta cut a bigger hole than what I did. So that's how much glue I put on. I'm not sure if that's a lot or if I need more. I just didn't want to put too much glue. And so after this, you just pop it into the jar. That's it. As you see, the bottom is stuck to it. Far as putting a label on your candle, the one that you just fixed, you could either cut this off and tape it onto the front just using some regular clear tape, scotch tape or whatever you have, or you could do just like we did earlier when we cleaned the jars. Use an iron, sit the bottom on an iron so you could remove the label. It really doesn't matter if you remove the whole label in one piece, or as long as you get the name of the candle. That's the main thing, as long as you get the name of the candle onto this candle, because I have a lot of broke candles and I personally don't want to guess. You know, I don't want to guess which candle I'm burning. So I need either this label or either this label. Okay, so I did remove the label. I used this little box cutter thing, X-Acto knife or whatever they call these things. Also, remember, be careful, put gloves on, use a towel to catch the glass, do whatever you need to do to be careful. You don't want to cut yourself, so please be careful when you're doing this because it's a lot of glass and it's fine pieces of glass as well. So this, see, like that. This is okay. Yeah, I got the label off. It's in my hand, and now we're just gonna pop it on the bottom of this candle. Doesn't matter how you do it, just put it on. Yay. Good deal. There you go. Now the candle looks perfect. Yay. Hey. Yes. It's all fixed. Yes. Good deal. Now to do the other ones.